consciousness, existence, we are all composed of matter. We are, it goes back to Patanjali and the Patanjali Sutras where, lately, for example, unfortunately, I've been suffering from prostate cancer and have used one of the Power Sutras, Patanjali's Power Sutras. Strength of an elephant. Strength of an elephant. And, just being able to invoke that sutra and bring it into one. Everything deals with vibrations. And so if we can identify the vibrations that are associated with a particular experience, a particular thing, we can adjust those vibrations. As I talk, I realize we need to come up with new words for these experiences because we're moving into a digital space where we're actually going to be living in digital verse. Everything is going to be digital. We're, unfortunately, as a society, we're going to be digital. I think that ultimately humanity is going to evolve to an extent where we supplement parts of our bodies with robotics, with electronics, it's just, we're building humanity with technology. It's totally amazing, and the spiritual aspect of it is so important because if you look at Patanjali, for example, where the concept of being able to expand one's atomic structure, so to speak. So the space one's in only created because of what one sees or perceives. Nothing is real. And that's something that is difficult to get over when you have to realize that, what I'm looking at, nothing is real. Nothing is real. It's all sensory input. It's zeros and ones just flowing and flowing and flowing and all this information, and we're all connected. And that is it. We're connected on a atomic level where, it goes back to auras. And that's the problem with all of this, is that all the wisdom that has been accumulated over the many, I don't even know what the term is to describe the extension of time. But, we've moved in time, we've evolved, we've moved forward, and we're at a point where I think that if we can admit that we are an energetic being and our energy is contained within ourselves, and we can use technology to enhance that. The obvious problem is if someone pulls the plug, what happens then? But, that's another philosophical discussion we can have. There are so many things that, when you look back at, again, Patanjali, the Bhagavad Gita, it's all about energy. It's all about manipulating matter, realizing that we're in a space that is composed of particles, and we can adjust those particles to produce our experience. I know it sounds insane, but once when you step into that world, when you move from reality to virtual reality, and that's what Patanjali, the Power Sutras, Patanjali said, you can fly, you can levitate, you can walk through walls, you can do all of that. So what? Well, so what is that when you experience, wow, I just levitated, man, woo! It's amazing, and it changes one's brain, it changes one's consciousness, and you evolve, you move forward and continue to move forward, and you suddenly realize that there is something more to this. It's not God, it's not heaven and hell. It's a universe. It's an energetic system that we are all part of. And it's just, I'm just so delighted that we are at this point.